Y'all, please look past the nugget. I swear I wasn't fighting. This came from me rushing and getting into my car, my minivan, so it's tall like me, and knocked myself in the damn head. Like I walked into the door while I was. Anyway, maybe I'll throw a hat on so I can get serious about this full moon in Virgo and the blessings, the absolute blessings coming from it. Give me a sec. That's Zane in the background talking to her sister she hasn't talked to in a couple of years. That's awesome. Thank you, universe. Ashe. Virgo moon, full Virgo moon. So many blessings coming in. Can I just start by saying, if you hear snoring sounds, it's because that one is sleeping behind me. You know, I'm always live and uncut, even with this big ass. Again, I'm not gonna say how it happened, so just try to ignore it. Matter of fact, let me put my hand right here so y'all can look at my beautiful green nails. Happy St. Patty's Day to those who celebrate. And now it's the 18th. It is the day of the full moon in Virgo. It is exact in about 2.5 more hours. It is Pisces season, so we get a full moon from the sun opposing the moon, meaning the opposite signs are happening. So it is Pisces sun season. It is Virgo moon. That is why it's a full moon. The sun is illuminating the whole moon because they are directly across from each other. And I actually saw somebody mention that they noticed it physically when they went outside. The sun was to her left and the moon was to her right. So that is how you get a full moon. Now, what is Virgo? Let's start again with what's the moon. You all should know this by now, but let's go over it. The moon is your emotions, how you react, how the people on this earth react, because the moon is literally illuminating our night. As you saw in my pictures, as you can even go out and see on your own right now, the moon is literally illuminating everything outside. The clouds have passed. It was a rainy day, and now it's clear, and the moon is bringing clarity. So Pisces is a water sign. Virgo is an earth sign. You know, they go well together until they are opposing. But oppositions are not always bad. Oppositions just bring a lot of attention to things. Full moons bring out a lot in people. So before I make this extra long, we have this full moon going on, and I don't know what's been going on in your life, but my life today took a really good turn. I got really good information that is not so good for some, but great for me and my children. And if I'm being selfish, so be it. But my ex-husband is getting an annulment from his second wife, who really had no care for my children and was really putting a dampening on our family. Because me and him have children together, we're gonna always, and even though our children, one is an adult, my stepdaughter is an adult, and our son will be an adult in 3 years, 2.5 years, really. Long story short, just not fitting for our family. That we're always going to be together because we have these children together. Now, this one's dead. Has separated too. Now, remember, we're in the age of Aquarius where we're detaching from things, okay? Having a long conversation about detachment even today. Detachment is an Aquarius trait. We're in the age of Aquarius. Saturn, the former ruler of Aquarius, now it is Uranus, has been scoring Uranus for a long time. You know, you've heard me say these things over and over. And Mars and Venus are in Aquarius, okay? A lot has happened since I've been on here talking astrology. But it's a lot of detaching. So we're detaching with some of the actions we've previously taken with Mars being Aquarius. We're detaching from some of the wants and values that we've had with Venus and Aquarius. And with Saturn, we're detaching from a lot of the authority figures. So the moon has to do with collective and individuals. Saturn has to do with the collective. Mars and Venus have to do with individuals. We have a lot of individual and collective energy with people detaching from certain beliefs. The moon in Virgo is helping us detach from certain beliefs, certain eating habits, and surprisingly, I can't tell you how many times I've eaten out since I got my damn tax refund back. And now that the money's damn near gone, I decided tonight, you know what? Let me take this full moon in Virgo, change this eating habit now that I don't have money to splurge on fabulous food. And let me organize some things, okay? Pisces can be a little chaotic because it likes to go with the flow. That's the water sign, right? Pisces can have really high, elevated energy, spiritual, step into your higher self kind of energy, and Pisces can have that low, woe is me, victimizing, escaping from everything, dreaming, illusion, delusional type of energy. That's the high fish and the low fish in the symbol of Pisces. But Virgo, the moon in Virgo, which is the opposite sign again, Virgo's the opposite sign of Pisces, will organize all these chaotic happenings and help you realize, okay, let me put myself, because Virgo represents us serving others, let me service myself, let me organize, let me try to perfect things. Because the other thing about Virgo, the lower side of Virgo is that it can be a little bit, make you a little self-conscious, make you be hard on yourself sometimes because it's very judging and it kind of wants things in a perfect way. Give me 1 second. Let me turn off this heater. Okay, so Virgo is here to organize our emotions with the moon in Virgo. It's also illuminating hidden emotions or hidden beliefs even, without going through all the aspects and all the planets and all the signs that they're in right now. Just strictly sticking to Virgo and Pisces. We see a lot of chaos on the other side of the country. And now it's like most of us, not gonna say all, not gonna say some, most of us are trying to make whatever we're trying to make out of it in our own personal lives and in our collective, right? So, for example, some of us are coming to a better understanding that we may be getting duped. We may, we are getting duped. We are being fooled by the powers that be. So, sorry, but I have to. Saturn in Aquarius is showing us that we can detach from our former beliefs without being hard on ourselves. That's the Virgo in the full moon in Virgo, in our emotions, okay? I have been hard on myself about becoming stable again. I've been hard on myself about backing down and getting a job when I've said numerous times that I need to really open my business and really stick with that and really organize in things. And before this full moon, leading up to this full moon, I was doing that. The difference in the moon being full or new is that you set the intentions on the new moon, on the new energy you want to move into. And then when the full moon happens, you start preparing or planting or working on those intentions that you set. You really start taking action towards it. So I definitely wrote down intentions about manifesting this house, okay? It's already there. It's been there since, I want to say, the new moon in Aquarius. So over almost 2 months now, right? Like a month and a half. And when the new moon in Pisces came, my paperwork was in. Okay. So I expect in 2 weeks, especially the next new moon being the Aries new moon. Aries new moon is about action taking. It's about Aries is the beginning of the zodiac year. It's definitely the beginning of spring. It's the beginning of the real new year. Things grow in spring and in Aries season. Things are initiated in Aries season. So I definitely expect without hesitation that the intentions I've planted with the past new moons and the steps I've been taking with the past and current full moon, because the last full moon was Leo, that I will manifest what I've been working on. Okay. Without a doubt. So can't wait to come back and report that. You also want to look at where Virgo falls in which house. Okay. The Virgo moon will be totally full at 27 degrees. It's like 26 and 55 minutes right now. At 27 degrees. But because it's so close to the Libra moon, the 0 degree, you can go by, me personally, I can go by my, I hope Zane is not too loud, y'all, the snoring. I can personally go by my ascendant, which is in Libra, which is close to the moon, or I can go by where Virgo falls, and Virgo falls in my 6th house. Being that Virgo falls in my 6th house, I'm sorry, not Virgo. Virgo falls in my 11th house because my ascendant is in the 1st house as well as in the 12th house. Houses are confusing, y'all, so it's even hard for me to explain to this, so try to bear with me. Wherever Virgo is where you should concentrate on with this new moon. So my Virgo is in the 11th house. I was going to say with the 6th house, I have Aries, because I was talking about Aries being the next step. We are 3 days away from Aries season. And the sun is at 27 degrees too. So the sun and the moon have to be at the same degree for it to be a full moon, or in opposite signs. And the new moon, they both have to be in the same sign in the same degree. So like the new moon was in Pisces, I believe, at 12 degrees of the sun and 12 degrees of the moon. Hopefully y'all are still following. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. So Aries being in my 6th house at 0 degrees, it's like me starting my new year in the 6th house. So I'm paying attention to the 6th house as well as the 11th house with this new moon. With this full moon. So tying all this in together, Virgo in 11th house. 11th house has to do with Aquarius stuff, social groups, technology, detaching, new ways of doing things, being unique, being rebellious. So we're getting that energy. We're definitely getting all that Aquarius energy. And by being on my chart in the 11th house, the Virgo energy, Virgo being in the 11th house, Virgo will help me organize my friendships and social groups, which it has been. Definitely shout out to all the people that are on Telegram, all my new followers on TikTok, and new followers here on YouTube. We're socially coming together, presenting the same information so that the masses can develop their own social groups that they connect with, and we can change this new energy, detach from old energies, rebel if necessary. Reason why the trucker convoy is still going on. Okay. Now, once I set intentions for what I want with social groups, and Virgo being in my 11th house, my next step is to go towards the new moon's house and where the sun is moving into, which is Aries, which is why I'm talking about wherever Virgo is in your houses and wherever Aries is in your houses, which you should be paying attention to now. Aries is in my 6th house at 0 degrees. 6th house is the Virgo house. You see how that works? The 6th sign is the Virgo sign. I'm paying attention to my health. Getting super serious. Like I need to literally I walk every day now, sit out in nature, ground because Virgo is the earth sign. I trying to eat better, trying not to eat out, even though I just started tonight. Not needing a dessert with everything. I even talked about fasting for at least once, one day a week now. And it's going to come together. It has to. I believe that, Virgo has to do with health, even mental health. And I think that's why I knocked myself in the head today. Because I need to really... I need to really buckle down with my health. All of us do. But me specifically, the gut. I don't know if y'all saw that, but the gut, the turkey arms, mentally, I think I'm doing pretty well. Trying to stay calm. Another reason I knocked myself in the head today because I wasn't so calm with Zane. And then once I calmed down, things got a lot better. So just watch your energies, watch your health, pay attention to your birth chart if you know it. If you can find it, you can find it for free on astro-charts.com. If you know your birth date, your time of birth, and your place of birth, you can find out the houses, your transits, everything I talk about, and how it pertains to you as an individual. I think that's all I want to say because I don't want it to be too long. It already seemed to be too long. Thank you for tuning in. We'll chat as soon as we can. I'm going to post because, again, I was blocked and it kind of got me discouraged again. The shadow banning really has got to stop, but I feel like that's coming to a halt too. This Virgo moon is going to bring a lot of justice, even though the Libra moon is more about justice. It's going to bring more clarity so that justice can come because, the next full moon is the Libra moon, which will bring justice. So I'm pretty sure by April, things will be better. The mandates are coming down for vaccines and masks. Even the gas prices went down today. And a couple of people and me noticed it. I noticed it in 5 different places today. So there's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. We are literally at the end of the zodiac year. We are literally at the end of winter. All the things that are dead are going to be growing back and rebirthing. So let's get with it. I am TMZ, teaching everyone abundantly, empowering many. Zakia, enlightening every day. Shout out to my daughter, Millie Minx, who you can find on Instagram. She did my hair. Doesn't it look cute? She also, did my color. It's going back already, but yeah, she did a good job. And shout out always to Zane, to my son DJ, to their fathers, to their grandmothers. Shout out to my father, who's a Pisces. I think I shot him out on his birthday. And we're just going to keep this life flowing. This is Get a Life Astrology, growing into divine adults and loving yourself forever. I am Z. Peace. I want one more before I go to bed. Shout out to Sadie's, my goddaughter, my first goddaughter, who is going to be 32 this year. We haven't talked in a minute. Scorpios, we love hard and fuss hard too. But she offered me some great information and I'm really appreciative for her, and I'm glad we're coming back together. So some relationships are coming back together, some are taking a hard peace out.